Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari and we were discussing the rights and duties of bailer and bailee under special contracts. Now in this session, I'm going to cover the rights of bailee. Why to waste time? Let's get into the first slide. The first right of the bailee is discussed under section number 158, which is all about right to remuneration and necessary expenses. Now, as for the bailment terms, the bailee will give certain services. For that, he got the right to take remuneration and whatever necessary expenses he has made to ensure that bailment terms are completed. Let us take an illustration. There is a horse which is given by Mr. A to Mr. B. Now B has to take care of the horse. Now B can take remuneration for taking care of the horse as well as he is feeding the horse, and for that he is making some necessary expenses and he can claim for those necessary expenses also, and that is all about section number 158. Section number 164 discusses about right to compensation. Now, as for the bailment terms, if bailee is keeping some hazardous material of the bailer and if it does causes some losses to the bailee, in that case the bailer has to give compensation to the bailee. That is very important responsibility of the bailer, and it is a right of bailee where he can claim the compensation for such hazardous material. The third right is joint owners. If there are joint owners, instead of delivering to all, the bailee has the right to deliver to any one among them. For example, if there is a horse which is owned by 10 people, they are the 10 joint owners, and the bailee cannot search all of them and he can deliver to them when all of them are together. So what he can do is, instead of delivering it to 10 different people, he can deliver it to one, and that's the completion of bailment terms as per section number 165. I hope that's very clear. Section number 166 gives the immunity to bailee. That is, once the services are over, bailee has to return back the goods to the bailer as per the terms and conditions of bailment, and once he returns back, his responsibility over the goods is over. He is liable till the time he has the possession of that particular goods, and once he is delivering, he has no more liability and he got the immunity as per section number 166. The best example for this can be bounce bike. In big cities like Bangalore and others, they have bounce bike where you can hire a bike, you can travel wherever you want to travel, and once you complete the travel, you need to leave the bike in a particular place wherever your travel is completed, but you cannot just leave on the road. You have to leave it in a place where you have the right to park. Once you have done parking, your responsibility toward that particular bounce bike is over. There ends the bailment term and you got immunity after that as per section number 166. Sometimes what happens, instead of the bailer, someone else tried to take back the goods or claim the goods. In that case, using section number 167, bailee can apply to the court to stop the delivery. For example, if A has given certain goods to B for bailment, A is the bailer and B is the bailee, and if bailee is sending that good after the services via some courier, and if Mr. C is trying to claim such goods, now definitely B, that is the bailee, can apply to court to stop delivery to Mr. C. That is the right he got under section number 167. The next important and the most important right of the bailee is right to lien, which is discussed under section number 170 and 171. What is right to lien? Right to lien, or the term lien, means retain back the goods. Now, for example, one Mr. A is the bailer and B is the bailee. A has given certain goods to bailee for certain services, and B has completed all the bailment terms and he is ready to give it back to the bailer, but bailer says he will not make the payment. Now bailee has all right to retain those goods as per the section 170 and 171. It is not necessary that they have mentioned such thing in contract, because it is protected by law itself, which was held in the case of Syndicate Bank versus Vijay Kumar. Now bailee such right has two different sections, that is section number 170 and section number 171. The section 170 discusses about particular lien, whereas section 171 discusses about general lien. What is particular lien? Now in this case I have given an illustration. A delivers a rough diamond to B. Now A is the deliverer, so he is the bailer, and B is the person who is receiving, who is a jeweler, who is bailee. Now this jeweler completes all the requirements as requested by A, and once the terms are over, B is ready to give it back to A, but the bailer, that is Mr. A, is not ready to make the payment. In that case, he can keep that particular diamond which is being delivered to him, that limits to only to that particular diamond, so it is particular lien. So when there is a particular lien, it is remaining within the context of the good that is delivered to Bailey. He cannot retain anything else. But general lien is little elaborative, where he can keep other things also, which is discussed under section number 171. The last right is right to sue wrongdoers. If there is any third person causing damage to the goods delivered by the bailer, the bailee can sue such wrongdoers as per section number 180 and 181, which is his biggest right whenever third person is causing damage to the goods that he is keeping. That's all. I don't think nothing can be easier than that. Thank you so much for subscribing my channel. If not, please subscribe my channel now. Please like, share and comment my videos. All the very best for whatsoever purpose you're watching my channel, and thanks again.